Good evening, everybody. Welcome to my day second session for the third group, and we're going to have an exciting time today to understand about the day 8 until day 14 exercises. Okay, so good to have all of you here. Good evening. Good evening, Prakash. Like always, I will just welcome everybody first, and then I will then start talking. Yeah? Hi, Anusha. Hi, Janita. Good evening to you. Hi, Vijaya, JB. Hi, Satya. Tavasodi Rangaradhan. Thank you. Hi, Arati. Madhavi. Hi. Hi, Rega. Rohini. Hi, Sharon. Welcome. I just want to welcome everybody. Hi, Subhash. Welcome everybody. Can someone just indicate to me? Can you hear my voice clearly? And my video is clear. Hi Imran from Singapore. Hi Ganesh from Chennai. Hi Gail. Hi Lalita. Good evening to you. Hi Nora. Good that you could spend some time with us, Nora. Very good. Hi Hema. Hi Soman. Hi Logesh. So today is the 14th day of my 14 days law of attraction program, and it's the end of the third round. As you know that I started the first one on the 18th, and I've done 3 rounds. This is the third round. I'm still welcoming everybody. Hi Siva. Hi Chuying. Hi Arvind. Hi Philomena. Hi Lagendran. So today I'm going to run through the 8 exercises and explain about each of the exercise, so that you can ask me questions on any of those exercises. Yeah. So I'm just going to wait until 8:35 to get started. So sorry, 9:05 to get started. 9:05. Well, now it's 9:02. Hi Uma, all the way from Penang. Hi Kalpana, all the way from JB. Hi Gauri. Hi Saras. Hi Aaron. So we got people from Australia, we got people from Singapore, we got people from India, and we got people from Kuantan. Hi Ani. We got people from Penang, we got people from JB. Hi Menaka. Hi Paul. Just give me 2 minutes. I let everybody come in and then we get started. Hi Stephen. Thank you, Stephen. I look great and energetic. Ho'oponopono. Use Ho'oponopono. Okay? Yeah, very powerful. I'm 57 years old. And Ho'oponopono is powerful. You use Ho'oponopono, you feel good, you feel happy. I'm going to spend about half an hour today just explaining about Ho'oponopono so that you guys understand better. I'm going to, in fact, tell you, I've extended from the last talk I did, 10 different ways to use Ho'oponopono. I thought I better be a bit more detailed today about Ho'oponopono. Hi, Raj, Prabha, hi. So that I could explain to you a little bit more about Ho'oponopono. Pungodi, good to see you. I've got people from, I've got people who are married with children. I've got, hi Punita, hi Prabha, hi Ishwari, hi Lina, and I've got students from university. I've got, married people, single people, a lot of watching here. So hi Jesse from JB, hi Arul, hi Faiz. I'm so glad you guys can make it today. So good evening to all of you. Okay, I'm just going to take 1 more minute. Okay. So wait for 1 more minute and then we'll get started. Hi TC. Hi Geeta. Arul. So as I said, today is the day 14 of my 14 days law of attraction program. So the last day. This is the third round. Okay. I've done the first round on the 18th of March when the MCO started. Then I did another one after that, 14 days. And then I did another 14 days, which is one that started on 4th of May. And today is the 17th of May. We are finishing today. Okay, so today is the last day of the 14th. Somebody asked me whether I'm going to do the next one. I don't know, whether I'm going to do another one. At this point in time, I don't think so, because I think I've done 3 rounds. And I've already, did my own Ho'oponopono, my meditation and everything else. And I think if people really want to still go and learn from it, either they go back and go through my notes for the last 14 days, or probably after the MCO is over, or the next couple of weeks, it will become a program where I actually recorded a 10-hour program, 10-hour program, which people can actually purchase for 99 ringgit. This 10-hour program has got 6 hours of law of attraction, the 14-day program, and then 1 hour, 1 to 2 hours on Ho'oponopono, 1 to 2 hours about how to raise intelligent children using law of attraction, 1 to 2 hours about how to attract the ideal partner or have the great relationships. So I've got different recordings. So it comes about 10 to 12 hours. It's only 99 ringgit, but I'll probably talk about it, when it's available. It's going to be available in a week or two. So I'm not too sure whether I'm going to do another free program, but I guess people who are interested, they could actually go in and, like I said, go through my postings, from the 4th of May until now, all the exercises are there. You just have to go through the postings, yeah? So while we're waiting for everybody, I just want to tell, I know some of you who are watching me here, you have been with me for the last, maybe this is the first 14 days program you're doing. For some of you, I think you have been with me right from the beginning, so maybe you have done the second round or third round, so which means some of you have done this program for 14 days, some of you have done for 30 days, some of you have done for 45 days or so, because from the 18th until now, I've been doing this program, right? I've got someone from Vietnam. Hi, Lei. My sister, my Vietnamese sister is watching as well. Hi. So I've got people from various countries watching, yeah? So what I want to do is this. You can type in any testimonials you have. For those of you who have done this program for the last 15 days, 30 days or 45 days, have you seen any results? Have you seen some good things happen to you? Did you find the exercises good? Testimonials, not questions. Questions later. I'll answer questions later. Just testimonials so that people who are watching, who are maybe watching for the first time or not very convinced yet or not too sure yet, by just listening to you or seeing your comments, maybe they will be inspired to actually also follow this program. Yeah, that's what you can do. Yeah. The question was, somebody asked me this question. Let me hang on. What was this? If the new people have any questions, my phone number is on all my postings. I will give you my phone number later today. Yeah, anybody can keep in touch with me. That's not an issue. But it's very important for you to understand that you have to do the 14 days exercises. I will give you an example before I even get started. I've got people who call me up and say, Mr. Karthi, I'm doing the Ho'oponopono, but this is not working or that is not working or this is working, but that. So I said, are you doing all the 14 days, you see? So it is very important for you to do the 14 days, everything, because each exercise has got a reason for it. The first 7 exercises has a reason for it. Second set of 7 has got a reason. You have to do everything. You cannot pick and choose. This is not a buffet. You're not in a buffet program. You are not going there and say, I like this, I like that, I like that. No. You have to do every one of the exercises. You have problems, you WhatsApp me. You text me, ask me questions, I'll guide you. But listen, I sometimes feel that the reason why you are not achieving your success is because either you are lazy or you give excuses. Your mindset is always something will come up. Like for example, people tell me, oh, you know what, I don't find time. I get up early. Why can't you get up early? Sleep late. Find time. Please, it's like, if you give excuses, you will never be able to succeed. That's all I will tell you this today. Yeah. So no excuses. You have to do all the 14 days exercise. If you have problems, fine. Like some people tell me, Mr. Karthi, 2 days I did not write affirmation. I said, fine. Continue after that. That's fine. Or I know I forgot to do my visualization. Okay, that's fine. But all the 14 days is relevant. I have designed the program in such a way for you to have results, very fast results. But you must do all. You do not pick and choose. This is not a buffet. And this is why when sometimes text me and say, oh, Mr. Karthi, I've done this. How come I don't see anything? I would say, have you done all 14? So the best is this. Like today, I'm going to explain about the 8 exercises which I started from last Monday until now, which is day 8 until day 14. For those of you who want to know more about my early exercise, you must go back to my previous video, which I did last Sunday. So on the 10th of May, if you go to my Facebook posting, there'll be a video. That video explains the first 7 days of exercise. But I'll run through today, but I won't explain that. And then I also won't answer any questions on that, okay? So this is what we're going to do. I'm going to take about 10 minutes to just explain about this law of attraction and how it works and all for a while. Then I'm going to take about 15-20 minutes to explain the day 8 exercises, which means day 8 until day 14. I'm going to run through the exercises, yeah? I'm going to run through the exercises and I'm going to actually explain a little bit. I'm going to then pick up only Ho'oponopono, which is day 12, and I'm going to spend half an hour just on Ho'oponopono because I think it's one of the most powerful tools that I think you need to understand very, very well. So If you have any questions, please ask the questions a bit later so that I can answer the questions. Well, let me explain everything first before I go to the questions, yeah? I also have got something else for you guys. A lot of people have sent me WhatsApp testimonials, but I actually want visual testimonials. I want you to take a video. I want you to take a video of yourself saying that, I'm following Law of Attraction, I'm following Ho'oponopono, I'm following Mr. Karthik's 14-day program, and this is what has happened. Take a video and send to me. It could be a 1-minute video, 2 minutes video, doesn't matter. You know why? Because if I get videos, it is more powerful because I can actually use it for more people to be convinced this is a good program. And anybody who sends me a video testimonial, so you do a self video or get somebody to tape it and send it to me, I will give you 2 to 3 free ebooks. Okay, I will email to you. That means, or I will send you the ebooks by WhatsApp. But I need a video first. Yeah. So the video could be you're using my program and how the program has helped you and how you benefited. The ebooks I'm going to send you, one is about the power of the subconscious mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. One more is about 2 books about Ho'oponopono. 2 books, ebooks about Ho'oponopono, and 1 book is about the power of the subconscious mind. So you have to send me video of you telling why this 14 days Law of Attraction program, or why this Law of Attraction program, or why Ho'oponopono is extremely powerful and how it's benefited you. Yeah. Okay. So let me do this first. So basically, for those of you who are listening for the first time, like I always say, this 14-day Law of Attraction program is something that I created on my own after so much of research about Ho'oponopono and Law of Attraction and everything else. And I've designed it in such a way that it has got 3 components. First component is we attract a lot of things. We manifest. Manifest means we achieve this in our life. Manifesting, there are 3 ways. Number 1, manifestation by default. Manifestation by default is for me to explain to people. Many of you default based on your thought process. For example, your parents told you you are good or not good, you're stupid or clever, your teachers told you you're not good for this, or your friends told you you're not good for this, or maybe the astrologer or the gemologist, somebody told you your time is not good, your stars and the moon is in the wrong place, whatever, so you followed that. Now, if you had followed that part of it, that what's going to happen is that you are going to be now living by default, which means you are listening to another person and follow. Let me tell you something. All of us are God's creation. The sun rises every day and shines equally on everybody. The sun doesn't choose whom to shine. I have a friend here called Chuying here. She's a Chinese lady. The sun doesn't come up and say, you know what, Chuying is very, very fair. I'm going to shine on her more. But Karthi is a bit dark, so I'm going to shine less. No, the sun shines equally on everybody. Which means God's blessings is the same for every one of you. Which means if you manifest by default, it's because you've programmed yourself. I've told you before, many people say coffee, if I drink coffee, I cannot sleep. Coffee doesn't make you stay awake. It's not. Because if I've got 120 of you watching me today, I'm telling you today, only about 10 of you cannot sleep if you drink coffee. The reason is because you have believed inside you that if I drink coffee, I cannot sleep. And because you have believed it, the brain will take over. Okay? Or many of you believe that you're born in the wrong time, at the wrong place, or you have got bad luck. It will happen to you. So all these things happen to you because you live by default, because you feel that my life is not good or things are not good, and because of somebody what I've told. So that's default. But forget about default, because I moved away quickly from default to tell you the 2 other things you need to know, which is manifestation by deliberate attraction. So my entire 14-day program is based on manifestation by deliberate attraction and manifestation by divine intervention. So for the first 8 days, day 1 exercise until day 7 exercise, 7 exercises is on deliberate attraction. And when I say deliberate attraction, means basically you need to tell the universe what you want. You see, you need to understand this. We have a conscious brain and a subconscious brain. Okay, understand? We have a conscious brain and a subconscious brain. Subconscious brain is what you program yourself in. Conscious brain is the one that's allowing it to happen. If your teacher calls you stupid and you say, oh my God, I'm stupid, it goes to your subconscious brain, which is your CPU, it gets taught. That's where the problem comes in, because you believe. Like you say, if I drink coffee, I cannot sleep. That's a conscious decision. But it goes inside you and stays there. Whenever I receive money, I also get expenses. That's a conscious decision. It goes inside here. No matter how much money I make, I'm always poor. It's a conscious decision. It goes here, it goes there. Once it's taught, that's what's going to happen. Every time people ask you, how are you? I'm surviving. How are you? So. How are you? I'm broke. You keep saying again and again and again, I'm broke, I'm broke, I'm broke. What happens? It's conscious decision, goes in, stays in. So now the virus is already in your subconscious brain. So when in your subconscious brain, whatever you do, your subconscious brain will take over. It's just like your laptop. If your laptop, when you just buy it brand new, is clear, clean, everything is good. When we were born in 120 billion neurons. Okay, we all have the same neurons. Yeah? So you need to really understand that the neurons are there, but it depends how you program. So in a laptop, if you put pirated VCDs, pirated programs, you download all kinds of, you keep changing pen drive, it gets corrupted. When it gets corrupted, now no matter what system you put in, what new program you put in, it will hang. Why? It's corrupted. So a lot of us have got this corrupted brain. So this is where the deliberate attraction, the part about deliberate attraction is where the 7 exercises is to reprogram this conscious brain, subconscious brain. That's why you must do the 8 exercises, 7 exercises, very important. First exercise was, I said, write down your goals and desires for the 31st of December 2020. Well, when I started was March, and now it's April, now it's May, right? It's about 8 months away now. I thought instead of you thinking about a 2-year goal or 5-year goal, I thought maybe you should look at something within the year. And also because of COVID, a lot of people were very depressed, very worried. So I said, why don't you write a goal? So a lot of you started to write goals by 31st of December. Now, if you use law of attraction and Ho'oponopono, if your goals come through by 31st of December 2020, your belief level goes up. When your belief level goes up, obviously you will start doing things. That's the reason why I decided to do this particular exercise, for the 7 days to reprogram you, right? And there are 7 days. So day 1 was write down your goals. Just write down as many as you want. That's what I told. And then day 2 is to write out affirmation. Now, affirmation is something you must create. Now, many of you have not sent me your affirmation. I've not seen it. I've always said it. Many people make mistakes. They write the affirmation wrong. Sometimes somebody told me, Mr. Karthi, I've been writing affirmation for 30 days, and still nothing has happened. I said, send it to me. When I got the affirmation, everything is wrong. I've told many of you, WhatsApp me your affirmation. Let me have a look at it. Let me correct it and send it back to you. Many of you have sent, but many of you did not. If you can't even take that effort to do the affirmation and send it to me, and I can't correct it, then it's confidential. I'm not going to share the whole world about what's your affirmation. But so it is so important for you to understand that if you send it to me, let me check and send it back to you. When I send it back to you, start writing 60 times a day. That is day 2. Day 3 is vision board. Vision board is, see, day 1 you wrote a lot of things that you want. I wanted you to have pictures that you stick it on a vision board. Now, once you got a vision board, then we went to day 4, which is visualize. Look at the vision board, then close your eyes and visualize this. Play the movie. Driving the car, living in the house, having the money, and so on and so forth. I'm not going to spend a lot of time because go back and watch my video on the 10th. Number 5, exercise 5 was rapid fire, and I told you how to write post-it notes and stick everywhere to remind you that you want in your car, your screen cover on your phone and whatever not, right? Day 6 was doubling money. Doubling money exercise is very simple. You're supposed to start with 100 ringgit, next day become 200 ringgit, then become 400 ringgit, then become 800 ringgit. What you're supposed to do is to write down every day how you want to spend this money, okay? When you start spending the money, on the 14th day, you'll have 800,000 ringgit. When you start thinking how to spend 800,000 ringgit, your brain will start working like crazy. It's like, by the way, you can Google, you can check out, first class travel, you can check out, diamond stores, you can check out anything you want. You can check out condominiums, you can buy cash. The next day, it becomes double because 1.6 million, so on. So at the end of the 31 days, it becomes, I think, in a few billion. Now you can stop after the 30 days or 30 days. After 30 days, you start again day 1 with 100 ringgit again and then continue. But when you are spending this money and thinking how to spend the money, your prosperity goes up. Many people have WhatsApped me and said, Mr. Karthi, I'm so excited with this exercise because when I start doing the exercise, I'm so excited about spending for this. I always thought I won't have money to spend. But now, even though this is just a game, I'm so excited. Now, when you are excited, Lakshmi will come, money will come, okay? A lot of prosperity will come. But you need to be excited. And that's the reason why you need to do the exercise, okay? Very, very important. You got to do that, right? Now, day 7 exercise was about empowering beliefs. I gave you 21 beliefs that you must read every day. And this 21 beliefs that you need to read every day is because, again, Ram, I told you, your conscious brain has been programmed in a wrong way, like, limiting beliefs. You have limiting beliefs like, I cannot do this, I cannot do that, I can't be it, it's not possible. So when you read the 21 empowering beliefs, I can do it, I'm good. When you read it again and again and again and again, it reprograms your brain. So the first 7 days is to reprogram your subconscious brain so that you have now rewritten what you want in life in many, many ways. Vision board, visualization, rapid fire, affirmation, everything else. Now, this is the problem. The problem is this. Of course, you want this to achieve. You want it to come. But you see, we all are connected. We are connected to the universe or God. Okay, you believe in God, connected to God lah. If you believe in universe, universe lah. Okay, the way to communicate, like for example, if you WhatsApp, one tick, message didn't go through. Two ticks, message went through. Two ticks, blue, red. Okay, let me explain. Okay, so when you actually reprogram yourself now and tell what I want in life, you're sending a message, WhatsApp message, right? One tick means it's not going through. It's not going through. You know why? We've got conscious brain, we've got subconscious brain, and we have got something called the superconscious within us. The superconscious is our soul. The superconscious is our atma, our soul, our spirit, whatever we want to call it. The reason why we are alive is because of the soul. Okay, the moment the soul leaves us, we are dead. Now, so when you two ticks means the soul gets it. Then the soul will take it up to God or take it up to the universe for it to achieve. And when you take it up, okay, that's when the two ticks come in. Now, for you to get the two ticks, for you to have the soul receiving your message to take it up, you must do day 8 until day 14, which is manifestation by divine intervention. So basically, I've had a lot of people from the insurance industry, MLM industry, or whatever, program. People have gone for vision board program, visualization program, affirmation, a lot of stuff. And a lot of people tell me, Mr. Karthi, you know what, I've done this before. It's not. The reason is because they are not connected to their superconscious. When you connect to your superconscious, the superconscious will make sure it connects to the universe or God, so that everything you want will come through. When people meditate, when people do meditation, actually basically what they're doing, they're connecting to their superconscious. Okay, but you see, the problem is you just meditate, you connect to the superconscious, but however, sometimes after you're out of meditation, you're thinking about, I got financial problem, this problem, that problem. So your meditation is not going to work. Your medicine gives you the peace of mind, but it's not doing the right thing. So what I'm telling you is, the first 7 days of exercises is for you to reprogram and tell the universe what you want, but bringing it to the superconscious brain, the superconscious part of your body. Your superconscious will only take it up and bring it to the universe if you do the next 7 exercises, which is day 8 until day 14. Okay, that's 7 exercises, very, very important. Like I said, it's just like you've just bought a brand new iPhone. Super fantastic, whatever. Is that brand new iPhone that you have, battery charge, got coverage, everything is like the first 7 days exercise, which is deliberate attraction. You've got a deliberate phone now, a really good phone. Now the problem is, if you go inside the lift and make phone call, the call won't go through. Similarly, even if you've done the 7 exercises, but if you're not connected to your superconscious part of your body, if you have not connected to your superconscious of your body, if you're not connected to your superconscious, then what's going to happen is, hang on, I'll just put it do not disturb, because people are calling me, so it's affecting. Okay. All right. So the superconscious part of your brain will then bring it out. Like I told you, so when you are inside a lift with a phone, what it means is you cannot use the phone. It's not the fault of the phone. It's not the problem with the phone. It's that you're in the wrong place. So similarly, even if you do the 7 days of exercises, if you don't do the divine intervention, the universe is not going to see your message or receive your message or listen to your phone call. So you need to come out of the lift and go to the top of the building and call. That is how that day 8 until day 14 exercises work. So I'm going to run through that, yeah? So day 8 was write down your list of accomplishments. I said write down all your accomplishments, from the day you're born until you remember, your primary school. Were you an athlete? Did you do well in school? Father, you're a good father, you're a good mother, if you're whatever accomplishment, you can play instruments, you can speak different languages, you've done well, you've got a degree, whatever it is. I said write down all this. Why you need to write down all this and read this? I also said read this whenever you can. The reason is because most of you have been beating yourself to death. It's like, I'm useless, I'm no good, I'm this, I'm that, I'm not. See, what has happened is your soul, which is so powerful, your superconscious, which is so powerful, is so upset with you because you have no idea how good you are. You are so good but the problem is, you look at the politics, you look at politicians, you look at the race, you look at the religion, you look at the culture, and then what happens is, you listen, let me ask you something. Politicians are more powerful or God is more powerful? If God is more powerful, you are born, what is the problem with you? So it's so important for you to understand this part of it, whereby You write down your accomplishment, read through. So whenever you feel down, oh my God, you read down and say, oh, I've been this, I've been that, I've done this, I've done that, I bought my own car, I bought my own house, I'm married, having children. That's fantastic. A lot of people know children well. You got a car, many people know car well. At least you got a house, many people know house well. You got a job, many people know, you got a degree, many people don't have degree. So a lot of you must realize that if you're healthy, it's an accomplishment. So the day 8 was write down all your accomplishment. If you have not done that, please do it. Sometimes, this is what I told you what. Some of you look at my program as a buffet. You choose and do what I want to do. Too bad, eh? It won't work. Okay, I'm not responsible. Like today, somebody texted me and said, Mr. Karthi, I'm doing Ho'oponopono. I said, are you doing the rest of the exercises? If you're not doing the rest of it, I'm not responsible, because you are not. You think it's a buffet. It's not a buffet. You must do all the 14 exercises. Yeah. So day 8 was accomplishment. Make a list. Day 9 was gratitude journal. Now, gratitude journal is, I say, get an exercise book every day, date it, and then write down what are you grateful for. So write down every day. I'm grateful for this. I'm grateful for this. Write down. Every day can be the same thing, Like today, if you receive my WhatsApp message, for those of you on WhatsApp, you see, those of you who have not sent me affirmation, you're not in my WhatsApp group. If you're not in WhatsApp, you don't get messages from me. Today and every day I send messages. And today I send a message saying, the more grateful you are, the more happy you are, more it will come to you. That's gratitude exercise. So you must write down, I'm grateful I got parents, I'm grateful I'm healthy, I'm grateful I live in Malaysia, I'm grateful I got a roof over my head, I'm grateful I got money, I'm grateful. Write down every day. Just put that I'm grateful and then list down. Got money, got house to stay, got food every day. Write down everything. Got clothes to wear. When you write down I'm healthy, you're complaining. I've got a headache. Listen, what would you prefer to have? Cancer? Come on. So be thankful for the headache. Drink water, headache will go away. But you got to be thankful every day, because your soul knows how to take care of you. But the soul is or your superconscious, your superconscious is so upset because you are born in Malaysia, you have got a faculty, you got 120 billion neurons, but you are always this, oh my God, all kind of complaints. So please start writing down what you're grateful for. That is day 9 exercise. So people ask me, can I type it out? Yeah, you can. Affirmations must be written, cannot be typed out. Must be written. But gratitude journal, yeah, you can type it out if you want to. You can download an app from your phone and then you can type it out if you want to, no problem. Day 10 was do things that gets you blessings. You see, our soul needs to be appreciated. So you need to do things that can get you blessings. You, my friend, listen, every time you look at someone else, whether it's Malay, whether it's Chinese, whether it's Indian, whether it's Bangladeshi, whatever, listen, look at them as a soul. Don't look at them as a race or religion, gender. Please don't do that. You go to a petrol station, you see a Bangladeshi guy, look at him as a soul. Because your soul can connect to the soul. But your conscious brain is, he's a Bangladeshi, he's an Indian, he's a Chinese, he's a Malay. That's the problem. Do you know everybody, you cut them, it's still red blood, correct? Everybody has got the same heart, lungs, everything is the same. Only thing is, we have differentiated. Malay, Chinese, Indian la, Malaysian la, foreigner la, girl la, boy la. We have differentiated it. So it's very important for you to understand that you must do things that get you blessings. So start doing things. Buy coffee, tea for your security guard, cook extra food, give your neighbor, feed the bird, feed the cat, call your mom every day before you eat and ask, Mom, have you eaten? Very powerful. If you call your mom every day or dad every day and say, Dad, have you eaten before you eat? The thought that they are happy that you call them will give you blessings. And that will make your soul, you see, you are doing the deliberate attraction. Now the one tick, okay, the message goes to your soul. So your soul has got it, now 2 ticks. Now the soul is not taking it up to God to read the message yet. Why? Because you must be a good soul. You must be a good person. For the soul to take your messages to the universe, for it to happen, must be a good person. So day 10 was do things to bring in blessings. So do things, whatever you got, 1 ringgit give, 10 ringgit, it doesn't matter. Money is not the issue. Sometimes you don't even have to have money. Open the door for people, hold the lift for people. You cook extra, give extra. Even if you cook, don't have enough, the bones and all, if you got dogs outside, go and feed the dogs, feed the cat. You got extra rice, no curry, nothing. Go outside and put, the worms will eat, the ants will eat, the what do you call it, birds will come and eat. All these are, feed the fish. When you're passing by, you see a river, just got extra rice, throw it into a river, the fishes fishes will eat the fish, the rice. So all these will give you blessings, and it's so powerful if you can get these blessings. Yeah. So now day 11 was avoid curses. This is very powerful. You need to avoid curses. Now, see, you need to get blessings, but also you must stop doing things that give you curses. For example, when you're driving on the road, be courteous, put signal light, come out, because you see, it's so important for you to understand that what is the use of writing an affirmation for 16 times a day, but you're driving the road like a road bully, and people curse you, stupid driver, otak bodohnya, what do you call it? Otak kecil, kereta besar, whatever it is. Why if people curse you, for my friends from India who don't understand Bahasa Malaysia, I just mentioned small brain but big car. What's the use of having a big car but a small brain? That's what I meant. Anyway, coming back to this. So a lot of people don't realize that they do things that give us double parking. You just quickly park and go. People curse you. You double park and you go and eat, you forgot the double park. People hoot. And then sometimes when you come out, at least say sorry. You come out like, oh why I cannot park for a while? Or I also pay road tax. Why cannot do this? So it's so important for you to understand that, you really need to avoid curses. So I've told people, I said, you go to the shopping center to park, or you go somewhere to park, find parking. I go to look for park. I never double park. I will always drive around until I find parking. Why? I believe that God wants me to look for a park place because everything is controlled, so I go and park properly. I never double park. I won't do those things because for me it's so important for me to make sure I don't get curses. I don't care what you think, but I'm just telling, throwing rubbish everywhere, not bothering other people, not concerned. Selfish kiasu lah. If you have this kiasu attitude, a selfish attitude, you're going to have trouble. That's because. So what is the use of writing affirmations 16 times a day, doing Ho'oponopono 20 times a day, then you go and park your car in a shopping center, you block other people, and 1,000 people curse you. Can you imagine? 1,000 people walk past the shopping center and you see your car and they say, stupid driver, stupid driver, stupid driver, stupid driver. Do you know 1,000 people curse you? You wrote affirmation 16 times. You think your soul is happy? The soul will be crying inside, because of the curses you're collecting. You have no idea the connection that your soul has with the universe. Why do you get sick? Soul is unhappy. Why you have depression? Soul is unhappy. When you do things, when you are grateful, you do blessings, when people bless you, soul becomes happy. When soul is happy, you become happy. When you become happy, your health improves, everything improves. So it's so important that you remember that. Day 12, which is the most important exercise in order to get things going, that's Ho'oponopono. And Ho'oponopono, I already explained, and I'm going to explain a bit later. Now I'm going to clear the other two, then I'll go back to Ho'oponopono. Basically, Ho'oponopono is to cleanse your karma, or your negative energy, your dosa, your sins. That is why you have Ho'oponopono, okay? Ho'oponopono was created in Hawaii, and I will talk about it later. I'm going to explain. I'm going to take half an hour just talk about Ho'oponopono today, so just wait for a while. But Ho'oponopono is basically, because you see, if you write the affirmations, you write everything, but there's something called karma, for those of you who believe in karma, or dosa, sins, yeah? So if you got sins, if you got dosa, you got karma, you need to erase that, because these things is, you have to pay for it. That means you've done something wrong, you have to pay for it. You cannot just suddenly decide, become a good person, do all good things, and all your sins are forgotten. Cannot. You have to ask for forgiveness. You have to rectify that. You got to correct it. Like if your laptop has got viruses, you need to reboot. You got to put a virus cleaner and clean everything first. Only then you start working better. You cannot have a laptop with viruses. Now you install an antivirus, but you never clean the viruses inside. So you have an antivirus. Now if anything else comes in, it checks the virus. But what about the virus already inside? So that's why Ho'oponopono is to cleanse that. You cleanse your karma, cleanse everything, so that now when you clean it and you bring it in, more things will happen. Simple. Ho'oponopono is like you've got a whiteboard full of writing. Whiteboard is full of writing, okay? A lot of things. Full of writing is like what is in your conscious brain or subconscious brain. So many things. You went to this guru, that guru, you went to learn from this person, that person, you learned this, you read this, you read it. So many things in your brain, okay? So now you come to my 14-day program and I teach you about Ho'oponopono. So you learn about Ho'oponopono. Now the problem is this, our 14 days things I teach. And you have this, but now you want to write it on the whiteboard or what you learn, or you want to put in your subconscious brain, cannot, because it's corrupted with so many things. So when you want to write something on a whiteboard, you have so many things. What must you do? You need to erase the whiteboard first. As you're erasing the whiteboard, now whatever new things you can write on the board. So when you erase the whiteboard, new things can be written. Similarly, when you do Ho'oponopono, all the negativity, all the sins, all the energy will get clear. When it gets clear, now your affirmation will work, everything will start working. Everything will start working. You know, it's amazing, you know, how all these things work, you see. So it is so powerful that you actually do this, yeah. I'll talk about Ho'oponopono shortly, yeah. Let me finish off with day 13, which was yesterday. Day 13 is very simple. In order for you to do good things, sometimes people don't know how to do good, Mr. Karthi. You said, buy drinks or what. So I came up with this. I've got someone from Philippines as well. Kavita. Hi, Kavita from Philippines, yeah. Gail has given a testimonial. Thank you, Gail. I'll read the testimonial later, Gail. Like I said, again, I just want to tell you, any one of you got testimonials, if you can videotape yourself, send me the testimonial. I'll give you 3 books. One is a book of subconscious brain, and I'll give you 2 books on Ho'oponopono. Okay? A short video, 1 minute, 2 minutes, just say that I've attended Mr. Karthi's program, or introduce yourself, your name, your background a little bit. I've attended the program, I'm following Mr. Karthi's teachings, and this is what happened in my life, yeah? And I'll send you 3 free ebooks. These ebooks, especially one of it from Ho'oponopono, you cannot get it outside. You cannot get it in any bookshop outside. So it's a very exclusive book. I'll send it to you. But I need a video testimonial from you. Going back, day 13 was yesterday. Day 13, I said it's called a Pantang 5 Ringgit program, or Pantang for my friends who are from India and other countries, from Vietnam and all. Pantang means forbidden 5 ringgit lah. Forbidden means you cannot spend the 5 ringgit. So it could be $5, it could be any currencies lah. Okay, any currencies. It could be 50 rupees from India, whatever, whatever. So what I was telling is, forbidden means that every time you see a 5 ringgit, you cannot spend it, you must keep it first. That means first thing is, in your wallet, every time you see a 5 ringgit, you keep it. So just collect it, keep it. Whenever now during MCO lockdown, many of you not doing transactions, understood. But when you get back to start doing the transactions, take the 5 ringgit or $5, keep it, or 50 rupees, keep it. Okay. Now, whenever you're going anywhere and you see a poor person, you feel like, somebody, when you go to a restaurant, you find that people are, there's some poor family eating there. You want to spend them. Take out this money and spend, because you got money now. You go to a bank, outside the bank, this lady is selling all the kropo krepe. You always say, I don't have small change. Somebody asks you for donation, or somebody come and ask you for money. I don't. So now you got 5 ringgit, remember? And this 5 ringgit has got 2 purposes. One, you can give it out, or collect it, and once it's collected amount, then you decide what you want to do with it. It has got 2 functions. One is when you start saving this, after 1 year, you'll have about 4,000-5,000 ringgit, which is also very good. That shows your prosperity is increasing because you're saving money. But if you want blessings, you can use this money to actually give it to people or do something. That was yesterday's exercise. Today's exercise is the last one I did today, which is a forgiveness prayer, which you must read before you go to sleep. I have given you a prayer, now amended accordingly, because I've got people from different religion here. You can say, Ya Allah, and then read the affirmation accordingly. You can say Lord Muruga, you can say Jesus Christ, you can say whatever you want to say, and then you read it. Basically, today's exercise is what you read every day, because on a day-to-day basis, we do a lot of things. Sometimes when you're driving car, you don't realize you upset somebody. When you're going around, maybe you didn't hold the lift, or maybe whatever you might have upset somebody. You don't know. When you go to a restaurant, maybe you cut queue. You don't know, okay? Intentional means then your soul is going to be upset. But let's say unintentional. So what you want to do is, before you go to sleep, you read this. It says basically, I would like to ask forgiveness from all the people who might be upset with me. That's it. In fact, you don't even have to read what I gave you. Before you go to sleep, before you close your eyes, or you close your eyes and you just say, God, to all the people, you can even say the word souls, to all the souls that I met today, directly or indirectly, I would like to ask forgiveness if I've upset them intentionally or unintentionally. That's all. So repeat, to all the souls that I've met today, directly or indirectly, I'd like to ask forgiveness for anything that I've done to upset them, intentionally or unintentionally. When you do that, automatically there is this thing called the cleansing takes place. And when the cleansing takes place, what actually happens is your aura becomes better, and you start attracting good things again. Because when you don't sweep the house for a day, when you don't sweep 2 days, when you don't sweep 7 days, when you don't sweep 10 days, the dust will gather. Same thing. If you are doing things that is creating a lot of curses, a lot of negative, evil eyes, whatever you call it, it will accumulate, it will cover. Once it covers, now prosperity cannot come. Good energy won't come. The soul cannot communicate and get things for you. So you have to do the cleansing. That's what you got to do, yeah? All right, so this is the day 8 until day 14. Now, I'm going to go and explain to you Ho'oponopono, okay? Because that's the most important one I want to talk to you about today. And I guess you can, I'm just going to see whether, for people who have said some things, yeah? I'm just going to see. Ho'oponopono questions you can ask to me as I talk about Ho'oponopono. I will answer the questions as I go along. Yeah, there are people who are saying, I'm so happy. Okay, I've got so many people. Okay, double money. Oh, I see doubling the money exercise makes me, like a billionaire. First time doing this law of attraction, heard this law, never looked. Very good. Okay, do the testimonial video and send it to me. Love the money exercise. Very fantastic. Okay, very good. Excellent. Okay, so I'm going to talk to you about now. Okay, there's a question here. Sorry for asking, sir, but how some selfish people seem to attract things they want. Gloria, you have no idea whether they are selfish or whatever. That you see, listen, you have no reason to look at people and compare with you other people. You have no idea. There are a lot of politicians who are making money. You have no idea what kind of issues they have at home, what kind of issues they have with children. You have no idea. I'm not here to judge anybody. If they are selfish and they accumulate, next life they are in trouble. Or in the future, there could be a lot of other things. Gloria, if you believe in God, then you must understand that the universe and God knows what to do. You don't waste your time, Gloria, thinking about, oh, how come the politicians make more money? How come the selfish people make more money? This is waste of time. It's a waste of time. Okay? I mean, listen, I'm telling you today, I've stopped wasting my time about other people. I don't read newspapers. I don't see the news. I don't care what politicians are doing. Because, listen, beyond politician is God. I just believe the universe will give me whatever I want. And that is important. When you are actually sitting down thinking, how come he makes money? How come he makes money? How come selfish people make money? You know what you're doing? You have just programmed yourself that the world is unfair. Selfish people make money, I don't make money. So the moment you put it into your subconscious brain, now what's going to happen is you're not going to make money because you are saying, how come selfish people make money? So your world will be, the selfish people always make more money than you. And therefore you are not going to attract money. So everything is programming. This is a programming. It's very dangerous. Don't do that. Okay. Some people are just jealous of us. Okay, hang on. Yeah. Some people are just jealous of us. Not even we don't. Yeah, exactly, Nora. Some people are just jealous of us even though we don't hurt them. But what I want you to know is that this is why I'm telling you, be careful what you put in social media. Be careful what you advertise. Don't blow your trumpet too much. Jangan tayang-tayang. I'm not telling you are doing it, Nora. I'm just talking about generally. Yeah? Because when you say some things, it will come. So two things for you. One, if you find that people are going to be jealous of you, do Ho'oponopono, which I will come to shortly. Or read this affirmation I said that you read today. Today's affirmation is to all the people who are jealous of me, who are upset with me, who are, whatever, negative towards me, I want to ask forgiveness. Just ask to all the people's soul. Ask, and then it will clear off. Yeah, can't do anything about it, lah. Does our past karma play a role in current life? Absolutely, Malati. Absolutely. All of us have. Okay, forget about karma. Let me tell you something. There's something called law of cause and effect. Law of cause and effect is whatever you're having now is based on what you have done before. So if you're intelligent today, it's because you've studied hard. You're making a lot of money today because you've worked hard. So the law of cause and effect actually is whatever you do. So good things come when you do good things. Bad things come when you do bad things. So when I tell you to do a gratitude journal, do things with giving, all these will bring you good things. So the law of cause and effect comes. So one of the ways to actually cleanse your karma is, in fact, two ways. One, you do Ho'oponopono, where you ask forgiveness to cleanse your karma. And number two, you do good things, yeah? Okay, I'm going to explain Ho'oponopono now to everybody, yeah? So maybe we should do that. Okay. Ho'oponopono, first of all, it started in Hawaii. Meaning to say, if you do any research, they will tell you Ho'oponopono originated in Hawaii. The word Ho'oponopono is a Hawaiian word. What does it mean? Ho'oponopono means to correct an error. That means to correct a mistake I've done. So I repeat, to correct an error, correct a mistake. So to correct a sin you have done, to correct a bad karma you have, to correct a negative thought you have. Like remember Gloria, inside here you say, oh, selfish people make money. So that's a negative thought. You say even if I drink coffee makes me sleep, stay awake. All these are in the brain. Or I'm always poor, money, it's all there. Okay? So what I need you to understand is this. So Ho'oponopono says to correct an error. That's what it means. So how do you do it? There are many methods. Okay, like I told you, in the future maybe I will do a 2-hour program, because Ho'oponopono got many methods, but the most powerful one is the 4 phrases. The 4 phrases are: I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please forgive me, thank you. Okay, let me explain something to you. Yeah, the person who introduced Ho'oponopono to the world. Now what I'm going to do now, I'm going to talk about Ho'oponopono. I'm going to tell you how to use it, meaning to say the methodology, and then I'll tell you the 10 different things you can do to use Ho'oponopono, including how to get promotion, how to get what do you call it, relationship to improve, and all this. I'll teach you shortly. Yeah. Okay. So the 4 phrases is it. Now this guy, Dr. Hugh Len, I must give credit to Dr. Hugh Len and Dr. Joe Vitale. Now, Dr. Joe Vitale wrote a book called Zero Limit. That's the first book ever written on Ho'oponopono. Dr. Hugh Len, and Joe Vitale wrote the book. It's called Zero Limit. Now, this is one of the books that I will give you free to any one of you who send me a video testimonial. If you send me a video testimonial about what you have done, I will send you this copy book free. Otherwise, you have to go buy yours. Okay? You can get it in a bookshop. But an e-copy free for you is fantastic. Otherwise, you could pay 60 ringgit to buy the book. Yeah, I will send you the copy, but you need to send me a video of yourself doing a testimonial. Now, coming back, yeah. So they wrote this book, Joe Vitale and Hugh Len. But why I was so impressed with the book and what it was because Hugh Len. Okay, let me talk about Hugh Len. Dr. Hugh Len is from Hawaii, and he has used Ho'oponopono for all the while. Okay, and he has understood Ho'oponopono from his teacher, Moana Simeon, and he has learned all this, right? So he used it. Now, this is most remarkable thing, yeah? Somebody asked me a question just now about what should business people post in. So ask me a bit later, Yoga, I will answer this question, or maybe I'll go through later. Let me explain this first, yeah? Dr. Hugh Len is a psychiatrist. So what happened was he was working as a psychiatrist, taking care of people. Now, then he got transferred to a prison hospital. Okay, that means it's a hospital for prisoners, but the prison hospital is for mentally ill people. That means gila punya orang lah, mad people, but they've murdered people and hardcore criminals, but insane people as we call them lah, psychos lah. And he was transferred to this hospital. 47 patients. He's a psychiatrist. So when he was transferred to this, he was thinking, why am I going through this? Why do I have to be in this hospital? Then he says, because of my karma. I did something wrong. I must have done something wrong. That's why now I have to go through this, That's why I have to go through this. So he understood about Ho'oponopono. So what he did was very simple. This is what he did, amazing. 47 patients, each of them got a file. So what he did was, he takes the file, each patient, every day. He doesn't go and see them, by the way. He doesn't meet any of the patients. Okay, he was there. He takes the file, he puts a hand on top. He puts his hand on top, and he will say, I love you, I'm sorry, please, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, please, thank you. I love you, I'm sorry, 20 times. Every day, for each file. Okay, that's all he does. Because he says, basically what he says is, God, I love you. By the way, you're not telling them, you're not telling I love you to them. You're telling to the universe or God. You say, God, I love you. I'm so sorry because I don't know what I did in my past life. Now this guy is in my life. Please forgive me for whatever I've done. Thank you for continuously blessing me. Now he did this. I repeat, you can go and Google Dr. Hugh Len Mental Hospital. The research will come. This is true story. This is the amazing thing. 2 years later, all the 47 patients cured. They became normal and they were transferred to normal prison, and the hospital, the prison hospital, was closed down. This is in Hawaii, true story. The hospital closed down, all 47 patients became cured, and Dr. Hugh Len was transferred back to a normal hospital. Remarkable story. And basically he then wrote a book to say, anybody who comes in here, like today somebody texted me and said, Mr. Karthi, I want to tell you, he called me Anne. He says, Anne, I want to tell you something. I'm having some issues with a close relative of mine. Okay, I won't say who now. Okay, close relative of mine. So in Ho'oponopono, how we understand is when you have issues with people, there's karma. That means something you have done lah. So very simple. You need to now do Ho'oponopono for them. Now how you do that for them? Two ways. One, you can write down the name of the person. Okay, and put your hand on top and say, God. You must say to God, not to them. Already you don't like them. Why you going to tell I love you to them? Cannot. Tell God, I love you, I'm so sorry, please forgive me, thank you. That's what you can say. I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, 20 times. When you say that, basically you're telling God, you're saying, God or universe, I love you, I'm so sorry for whatever I've done. Please forgive me, thank you. And then what happens when you ask forgiveness? Basically you're telling God that this person is giving me so much a problem, either at work or whatever. And the reason why they give me a problem is because something I've done. So now you say, God, I'm so sorry, I don't know what I did wrong. Please forgive me. The moment you accept responsibility, you understand? See, just now the question, Gloria, you asked, why do selfish people make more money? Listen, see, Gloria, that's the thing. What is happening is, Gloria, see, why are you meeting selfish people? The reason is karma. That's why they appear in your life and irritate you. So if you put there and put a name, put the people's name there or whatever you do, automatically you won't see them anymore already. They won't appear in your life already. You only see good people in your life. This is the most powerful thing about Ho'oponopono. So two ways to do it. One is you can write the name of a person, put a hand on top. I will surely tell you different ways to do it. But methodology wise, put the name, put your hand on top and say I love you, I'm sorry. Or you write in ink pen. Ink means ballpoint pen, whatever. Ink pen, so they cannot erase the name. Name is written in pen, okay? And then what you do, you get soft eraser. Soft eraser is like a pencil eraser, soft eraser, and you must erase on the name. When you're erasing the name, as you're erasing, you say, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, please, thank you, 20 times. So you erase, and you say, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. You say God, Lord Muruga, or God, whatever. Now, I have a lot of Muslim friends watching this. For my Muslim friends, basically, you must tell 3 zikir and 1 istighfar. The 3 zikir you must say is, Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar, and the istighfar is Astaghfirullahalazim. So I repeat, for my Muslim friends who are watching this today, when you do your Ho'oponopono, basically you put your hand on top, you do erasing, you say Alhamdulillah, Subhanallah, Allahu Akbar, and Astaghfirullahalazim. When you say that, it will have the same effect as I love you, I'm sorry, please, thank you. Of course, you can say I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. But you can say Ya Allah and then say Alhamdulillah and so on. So that's how it works. Now, so I repeat, Ho'oponopono basically works when you actually decide to say these 4 phrases. Okay? Now, many ways to use. I'm going to share with you 10 ways to use Ho'oponopono. Way number 1. First way to use it is you just keep saying it all the time in your heart. It's just like the 3 Idiot, the movie, all is well, all is well, all is well, correct? So you can keep saying when you're doing ironing, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. Drinking coffee, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. Anything you do, I love you, I'm sorry. Just in your heart, you're not saying it loud. Driving a car, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. You keep saying it out, okay? Your lips also don't need to move. You can be inside your heart without even your lips moving. When you keep saying it, what happens is automatically your cleansing will start. Everything around you cleanse. The bad people will move away, good things will start coming to you, your karma will clear, your negative energy will clear, your negative memories will clear. People ask me things like, Mr. Karthi, I have this bad breakup, I keep thinking about him. You do every day, I love you, I'm something, all that will go off. Sometimes my wife will ask me, you remember not this particular guy? I said, can I remember? Why? Because I've done Ho'oponopono so long, they're no more in my mind already. I won't even remember. The reason is because that what is not relevant will go away. So first is general. General means you can actually just keep saying it 24 hours. Okay? I love you, I'm something, 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 I love you. You keep saying that. That's the first way to use Ho'oponopono. Basically. Okay, where you keep saying I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. Second, which is more relevant for most of you, is relationship issues. Some of you got relationship issues with your husband, wife, family members and all, right? Relationship issues. Some of you got relationship with your colleagues, your boss, your subordinates. Some of you got relationship with your friends. Some of you got relationship with customers and all. Very easy. If you have relationship issues, like I said, write the name of the person down. Okay? Put your hand on top. Every day you say, you can have 1 list for your family members, 1 list for your customers, 1 list for your colleagues, whatever you can do it. And you just put on, because they are all different sets of names. You could have 5 names there, but you don't have to say 5 times 20, 100 times. No, 5 names there, put your hand on top, just say 20 times for all the 5 names at the same time. I love you, I'm sorry, Plim, thank you, I love you. Now you must say, I love you, I'm sorry, Plim, thank you. I've met one girl many years after I've taught her, then she said, it doesn't work. I say, why it doesn't work? She said, I always do Ho'oponopono. I say, what do you do? And she says, I put my hand and I say, Ho'oponopono, Ho'oponopono, it won't work. You must say, I love you, I'm sorry, please with me, thank you. That's what you must say. So when you do this, now I've got many testimonials. I've got, Kalpana in JB, I think she's watching now. Her relationship with her mother improved, though she went off separate ways because of an anger issue. But her mother actually came and spent time with her for Deepavali. Same thing with Mr. Krishnan that I know. I've got the permission to share, so I'm sharing names here today. Had an issue with his brother, relationship improved. I had this girl who worked in a college, and she was going to be promoted to be a manager. Suddenly, the company brought another guy to work as a manager. This guy is a really bad guy. Nobody in the company liked him. Nobody in the department liked him. I think there were 7, 8 girls there working for this one guy. They all didn't like him. So what they did was, so she came from my class, this lady came from my class and said, Mr. Karthi, can I use Ho'oponopono on my boss or not? I said, listen, you can write his name and you can either do erase or put it in. But let me tell you something. If you are the problem, you will lose your job. If your boss is the problem, he will move away. He might change to a better person or he might move. In fact, when she did it, 2 weeks later, he left the company. He just joined, he left the company. Because he had some issues with the management, he left the company. And this is so many. In fact, I had another lady who worked in a Japanese firm, young lady, Chinese girl. She had a boss who was a vice president of the company, very top guy. He was harassing her, basically disturbing her. So she went and complained to HR. HR said, he's orang-orang, very big man, cannot do anything. So she came from my class and I told her, very simple girl, write his name down and do erasing every day, So you can use the paper, same paper you can use every day, You erase it the same, because when you do the erasing, you're not trying to make a hole or trying to erase the name. You're just doing 20 times to erase the negativity only, right? So once you've done the paper, you can use again and again and again. So anyway, so she did it, okay? And she said, what could happen? I said, number 1, maybe your boss will change. That means somebody else will come. Number 2, he might change. Number 3, maybe you will move. She said, I hope I don't move because I love this company. I don't think he's going to change because his memang is hums up, he's like that. Mr. Karthi, I said, just do see what happens. In fact, about 3 weeks later, he gave 24-hour notice and left the company. So, I was also shocked. But it's so powerful. If you are the good person, the law of attraction always works. The number of ladies in mine who have come to me and said, I've got a relationship issue with your husband and wife. And I said, why don't you write down their name and do? My mother-in-law, father-in-law, write down the name and do. See, the reason why your husband and wife is with you is because of karma. The reason why your mother-in-law, father-in-law, and brother-in-law, sister-in-law, everybody is karma. So you need to understand they are in your life because you have done something, law of cause and effect. So the moment you write down their names and either put your hand on top or you erase, either one, don't do both. You either do it or you can do one day, put your hand one day. Because I always say this, let's say you're driving a car and you want to do it. You cannot erase, so you just put your hand on top and do. Stop the car somewhere. But if you're at home, you've got to erase it, then you erase. But when you do either one of this, what's going to happen is, it will automatically cleanse the situation, okay? And because you're saying, God, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. So it cleanses. So relationship issues, Any one of you got any relationship issue, fantastic. Ho'oponopono work magical, okay? I've got so many testimonies in the last 1 month about my relationship with my father improved, my relationship with my wife improved, my relationship with my... I had even one lady who was doing Ho'oponopono for her husband. Husband was giving a lot of problems. She was doing, and the husband just left the house. And she said, oh my God, now is heaven at home. You see, God works in mysterious ways, okay? She actually wanted to get rid of him. He didn't want to go. Now she did Ho'oponopono, he himself left. So many things can happen. Please don't get me wrong. I'm not asking you to write down the name and get people rid of. You must remember, if you are the good person, you do all the good things. You are such a wonderful soul. If you've got negativity around you, and now you're asking the universe to support you, you do Ho'oponopono, work to your advantage. But if you are the bad person, it won't work. It won't work. Okay? So you must be very careful about that. Number 3, people who owe you money, you can do for them. You can write down all the people who owe you money. If they have not paid you back the money, it's because of karma. I know I told you I've got my good friend from Vietnam is watching. I did a program in Vietnam. I had a guy who had money owed to him for 3 years for work done in US dollars. So he came from my program, he wrote down the name of the company and did the erasing. 2 days later, the company called up and said, can you come and pick up the check? And many people that I know actually did Ho'oponopono for the people who owe them money, and people call up and give them back the money. So that happens. 4th, for health. For health, for yourself, you want to have optimal health, you can write down your own name and do every day. If you write down your own name and do everything, basically you are actually cleansing yourself. So your energy becomes better. For health, for yourself, you can also take water or any food that you eat. Before you actually drink it, you can say, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you. 2-3 times is okay, and then drink the water. Even the food that you take, you just say a prayer. You can say, I love you, I'm sorry, thank you, I love you. And then you eat the food. All this will cleanse you. Very, very powerful. If you have pain, like say for example, you got headache, whatever, you can put your hand and then say, I love you, I'm something, I love you, I'm something, I love you. Pain will go off. Now, if it doesn't go off, it only means, physically something is wrong. If it is because of a negative energy attack, for example, people curse you, like just now Nora was asking me, there are people jealous of me. Sometimes you get headaches because people are jealous of you. We call it evil eyes. We call it evil eyes. If you have evil eyes, yeah, Ho'oponopono works immediately. Because you're asking now, see, people have evil eyes, they look at you, they've got jealous, they're jealous of you. But the moment you're actually telling God, I love you, I'm sorry, please, thank you, automatically it disappears. So when you write your name and you erase, all this thing goes off. Or you got any pain anywhere, you can put your hand, pain in stomach. I have one lady who contacted me and she said, she's got a menses pain. She said, terrible menses pain. I said, what happens is when the moment your menses start, put your hand on your stomach, or wherever the pain is, and just say, I love you, I'm something, thank you, I love you. Just do that. And then she texted me a few hours later. She said, my God, Mr. Karthi, I'm amazed. The pain has just gone off. So it's very powerful. Number 5, let me see my timing. I'm still okay. Number 5, if you want to attract a relationship, for those of you who are single, those of you maybe you are looking for partnership, you are looking for attracting people, you can also do. If you are in a relationship with somebody, if you want to know whether it's right, like the other day somebody texted me and said, my sister is looking for a partner. She likes this guy but doesn't know whether he's the right guy. No, I said, yeah, put down his name and then do the erasing. This is the thing. If he's the right guy, he'll gravitate towards you and there'll be a lot of signs to say he's a good guy. Now, if he's a bad guy, then it will also show that he's a bad guy, which means things will happen that he will move away from you, or things will happen, they'll break up the relationship. Okay, I'll give you 2 examples. Coming towards you, I'm very happy for you. But let me tell you about 2 things. One, I had this Chinese lady who had this guy. She liked a lot. He liked her a lot. Very rich guy. But he keeps telling her, we're going to get married. Right? So, why don't we, book a hotel room, sleep together and whatever. After all, we're going to get married. That kind of attitude. So she's the type of person who comes from a family. She said, no, nothing like that until I get married. So when she attended my program, she said, can I do this for him so he'll stop asking me. So for me, my own thought was, he's not a very good guy, because she told me a few other things as well. Anyway, I said, up to you. She said, no, but I like him. He's well-to-do. I think he's a good guy, blah, blah. I said, okay, fine. Then she wrote his name and she started doing. About a month later, she called me up, started crying on the phone. She said, Mr. Karthi, I'm so upset because I just saw my boyfriend with another girl in a hotel room coming out of the room. I called him. And then he quickly told me, I'm in a meeting, don't disturb me, and cut off the phone. My God, Mr. Karthi, how could Ho'oponopono do this to me? See, what she didn't realize is that it actually helped her because she got rid of him. The Ho'oponopono got rid of him. So I asked her, I said, would you have this guy married to you and then have an affair? Now, before he got married to you, you already know, and you are discarding him. Wouldn't that be better? She said, oh my God, Mr. Karthi, thank you so much. And so many times I've seen this. I had another lady who says that I'm actually going out with this married guy, but he's already divorced. And can I do Ho'oponopono? I said, you do. So she wrote his name and started doing Ho'oponopono. When she started doing Ho'oponopono, suddenly he just started to move away and never answer calls and never WhatsApp. And she got worried. So she said, my God, what happened to him? I thought it's going to work for me and it doesn't work. So she talked to me. I said, listen, I don't know why this happens. It's you and your karma and whatever, right? You do. But what I do know is whatever you do, if things happen, it's for your own good. It's for your own good. You understand? Like, for example, I wanted to buy a house and I wrote the address of the house and erased every day to get the house. And I never got the house. For 6 months, it delayed. But just before I bought the house, just before that, there was a landslide and this house collapsed. And I said, oh my God. You see how Ho'oponopono helps you to take care of you, So you have no idea what universe is doing because universe knows. So in this case, so she was erasing and then this guy stopped her, unfriended her from Facebook and whatever. Then she found out and she's not divorced yet. He told her he's divorced, but he's not. So this kind of things happens, because it will help you. So relationship. The other thing I want to talk to you, okay, never mind, let me move on first. 6, children. How do I do this for my children? Very easy. For children, I actually have done a video before about how you whisper in your ears good things. So if you want to get your children, now understand something, my friend. All the children below the age of 21, I repeat, below the age of 21, their karma will follow the parents' karma. They don't have their own karma. Okay? Normally, it's parents' karma. So if the parents are doing Ho'oponopono, everything will improve. If the parents are doing, so if you write the children's name and you do Ho'oponopono for them, you write the children's name and you write the Ho'oponopono for them, everything will improve. They become cleverer, everything. Of course, you can teach them to do even better. You can teach a girl to write down the maths teacher's name because she's got problem with the maths teacher, or write down the exam results and then erase it. It will come through. She can write down all the results of the exam and erase it. It will come through according to what it is, because you're cleansing the karma. But for parents, what you can do is when the children are sleeping, you can do it. Now, I go back to what I said. So below 12, 21 years old, anything the parents do will work for the children. The parents can do affirmation for the children, the parents can do Ho'oponopono for the children, parents can do. Below 21. Above 21 is their own karma. Nothing you do will work for them. I mean, you can do lah. I mean, as a father or a mother, it will work to a certain extent, but it is their karma that is taken over now, so they have to do it for themselves. They write affirmations, they must do the Ho'oponopono, everything. So for children, this is what I would suggest. You can actually write down, write the name of your daughter, son, and then you can put the straight A student, whatever, healthy, loves to eat vegetables, whatever, and then put your hand on top, and then you can do Ho'oponopono for the children. Just write the names, and then you put your hand on top and do Ho'oponopono. Your children will have a lot of good things coming to their life. You can do them if they're less than 21 years old. Yeah? So more than 21 years, I would suggest ask them to go through my 14-day program. Okay, because they need to do that. If you say, oh no, my son don't want to listen to me, my daughter, then just too bad. Now there's this. I have this lady who's a wonderful. I call her Akka. She's got a granddaughter. She's doing for her, and then she said, I'm doing this for my granddaughter. It's not working. So I told her the reason is because the mother must do for the girl, not the grandmother. Grandmother can do, but the mother must do. Because when the mother does it, it will work very well. Because the girl is, I think, 16, 17 years old. So the mother must do it. Because then it's the same thing with people. Like if you've got a friend who's sick, you've got a relative who's sick, you can do for them. You can write their name down and do Ho'oponopono for them to get better. But if it's your own immediate blood relation, okay, blood relation, it'll work faster. It'll work faster for your children, for faster. In fact, I had a lady whose sister fell down and went into a coma and was admitted to Klang Hospital, and then the doctor said, there's nothing we can do. So she contacted me. I told her, write your sister's name. I said, no. I said, get all your family members, father, mother, brothers, sisters, and all. I said, get their sister's picture, hold your sister's picture, all of you do Ho'oponopono. And all of them did Ho'oponopono. Next day, she got out of the coma, woke out of the coma. Nothing to do with me, it's just that they cleanse the karma. Because when something happens to the people you love, it's a karmic thing. Number 7. You can do it for events. For example, you are doing a presentation. You can write down the date of take a piece of paper, write down the date of the presentation to all the audience who are going to attend. You're going to for interview to the interview board. Whatever position you want, whatever promotion board, whatever event, anything to do event, any events you're going for presentation, you're going for you're going for a wedding. You can put there. You want to make sure you go and come. You can put to all the people who attend the wedding. When you do this, you'll find that you'll have a smooth flow, because sometimes you go to wedding, you get all kind of people talking all kind of stuff. So you can do it. Events. You need more information, just text me. Number 8. Number 8 is your goals and desires. You can also do this. If you have a car that you want to buy, you can take the picture of the car and keep somewhere, and then put your hand on top and do, okay, you cannot erase line. Just put your hand on top and say, I love you, and something, I love you. It will probably work for you as well. You can do that. Anything in your house that you want, whatever. But normally this type of things, you really don't have to do Ho'oponopono, because it doesn't involve a soul. So it's best for you to just put in a vision board and whatever. But you can do. You want money, you can take money, or you write down there 1 million ringgit, by when you want it, put your hand on top and do it. It might work. Why I say might work, because I don't do this, but I know some people have done it, and I've got testimonial people who say it's worked for them. Number 9, for those of you who are in the industry where you meet customers, and you have to sell something to them, you have to make phone calls to them, okay? Insurance industry, MLM industry, sales industry, unit trust industry, all these industries, What you can do is very simple. Before you make calls, write down the names of people you want to make call, put your hand on top, or do erasing, then call. Results are better. I did a training program for a unit trust company, and this general manager did exactly that. She did a training program where you've got 20 people attend the program, not 20 people, I think 27 people attend the program. She told all of them to get a list of names and said separate them into 2 ways before you make phone calls. Told them all, first list, just make calls and make appointments. So they all call, I've got this financial plan for you, can I meet him? So out of the 10 calls, they all got 1 or 2 appointments. Some didn't get appointment. The other 10 names, They took it, they put your hand on top, and then they say, I love you, something 20 times, and then call. When they called the second time after doing Ho'oponopono for the name list, each of them got about 4, 5, 6 appointments. One lady got 6 appointments, confirmed, just called. So it works powerful because you're cleansing the energy before you call. You can do it before you call. Now you're going for a sales appointment, you're meeting somebody for sale. Before you go for the sales appointment, if you're driving the car, I love you, I'm something. You can write down the name of the customer you're meeting, put your hand on top. When you're shaking hand with them and meeting them in your heart, I love you, I'm something. When you're sitting down waiting for them, I love you, I'm something. You can say all that because you're continuously cleansing the energy. And chances are you'll get the sale done. I think I've told some time ago this Indian lady who is in unit trust, and she actually spoke to a Chinese lady and managed to get the Chinese to look at their unit trust plan. And then public mutual. And this lady, Chinese lady, said, oh, wow, this is fantastic, but you know what? I've got a lot of other friends who are in unit trust. I probably talk to them first. So this lady, Indian girl, said, oh my God, probably she's going to talk to her Chinese friends and they're all going to, sign up. She's probably going to sign under them because, she probably like her Chinese friend more than me. I'm an Indian. And I prospected her and they are her friends, you see. Anyway, I was coaching her, so I told her, write the lady's name. Told the Indian girl, write, her name is Devi. Told her, write the Chinese girl's name and then erase every day and leave it to the universe. Leave it to the universe. 3 weeks later, Devi calls up and said, Mr. Karthi, the Chinese lady called up today and said, can I buy it from you? And then, so I asked her, I said, did you speak to your friends? She said, so the Chinese lady told her, I actually spoke to my friends, but something, my heart, my soul just said, I should actually buy it from you, Devi. That is the power of Ho'oponopono. So you can do it. You can do for sales, prospects, everybody you can do. Customer sales you can do. Number 10, you can actually do it for anything else that you feel is bothering you. I give an example. Somebody called me up one day and said, Mr. Karthi, there's this Malay couple. I live in a condominium. The Malay couple is next to my condo. They cannot open the lock. They just cannot open the lock. They're trying everything to open the lock. They cannot open the lock. And, they don't know what to do. Can Ho'oponopono work? So I told my friend, I said, listen, tell them the 3 zikir, or tell them I love you, tell them to hold the lock, and then just say, I love you, I'm something, I love you 20 times. And then they did that, opened. Miracle, it happened. I have people who call me up and say, Mr. Karthi, my car cannot start. I said, okay, sit in the car, just do I love you. Hey, battery flat, I cannot do anything. But sometimes just a connection again. So you sit in the car and then, I love you, I'm something, and then you start the car, you can start. You lose things. Lose jewelry, lose a car key, lose something. You write it down, my car key is missing. Put your hand on top and I love you. Suddenly, oh my God, I left it here. It will come to you, okay? So you can do for any of those kind of things. Basically, I think these are the 10 ways to use Ho'oponopono. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to take another 10-15 minutes to just answer questions. Social media. Okay. People want to build. Okay. This is the question 2 people ask. Yoga asked, now Nora is asking. If I want to promote my business in social media, can I do it? You see, you are most welcome to promote anything on social media, but don't blow your own trumpet. Don't say, oh, I achieved this, I got that award, I got this award, I recently got this one, I recently closed this case. Can you see? You are creating a lot of animosity, evil eyes. Now, if you feel that, no, I think I want to do it, fine, then do it. Then what you do is, you can write in a paper to all my Facebook friends, erase. Or, before you go to sleep, you say to all the people who might have read my posting, please forgive me, I want to ask the soul to forgive me, for whatever I've done to make them jealous. See, you need to understand, best is don't post. Don't put family pictures. You can read a lot of negativity in Facebook. Social media, Facebook. Actually, a lot of people those days, I think many of you will know that you have this thing called the kanamatta, evil eyes, jealousy. And your parents will come and do prayers, do whatever things. Indians, you've got the suti potran, we call it, They do all these things for you, See, nowadays, parents don't do that. A lot of parents don't do that. So what you need to understand is, nowadays, it's even worse because you're posting everywhere. Last time people don't know what you're successful. Now you post, oh, my children have done so well. Like yesterday I saw one lady posting, oh, my children got, dean's list. Listen, you're proud of your kids, right? Why must you post it? Be thankful. Thank God. Thank God. You don't have to show the whole world, my daughter has done this. To show the whole world, I've done this. That is dangerous. So yoga, your question is, if I'm doing a business, you can promote your products. You can promote how good your products are. All that you can do. I have no issues. Do not blow your own trumpet. Do not say, I closed 7 cases yesterday. Look at all my cases. Big mistake. Many of you, like even yesterday, I saw somebody posting there. I closed 3 insurance cases. Why? You mean because you say I closed 3 cases, all your friends are going to close? Come and buy from you? No way. Listen to me, my friends. People buy products because of the features, the benefits, not because you have closed cases. I don't think so. Okay? Is there a question? The rich become richer because their childhood program is rich while the poor become... Yeah, Amran, fantastic. Exactly. Amran is exactly right. You see, the rich become richer because it's programmed in their brain, in their subconscious brain. I'll be rich, I'll drive this car, I'll drive that car. But a lot of us, as we grow up, your parents told you, you think money grow on trees. Stop dreaming. You think, so in your mind is like, oh, only the graduates can buy a bigger car. Only the rich people can have. So when you program like that, then you become poorer. So again, you make it worse. How are you broke? How are you surviving? How are you so-so? How are you like that? So when you keep saying it, you're making it worse. Now then, you also do a lot of other things. You drive your car, people curse you. You do double parking, people curse you. So you're just aggravating everything. So like what Amran said is fantastic. If you follow my first 7 days of the program, which is about a deliberate attraction, you're reprogramming your brain, everything you're reprogramming now. Okay? The second 7 days is you're getting divine to come and help you to get what you want. Thank you, Amran. That's fantastic. I like that. Dr. Hewlen. Okay, the name is Dr. Hewlen. Hewlen. Okay, Dr. Hewlen. Write it down. Dr. Hugh. Hewlen. Stephen, do a testimonial and send me. I will send you a free copy of the book. Any one of you send me a video of your testimonial, how my 14 days program or any of the things you did, affirmation has worked or vision board has worked or something has worked, hope on has worked, take a video and send it to me. I'll give you a free book, okay? So you do that. Gopi, thanks Gopi. Gopi already wrote down there, Dr. Hewlen. Okay, sorry, let me continue. Any question? How to say this is, to business and get more sales? Sita, very simple. Do not on the, you can do 2 things. If you're doing business, Sita, you can write down how much of sales you want to do. So you can put there, May 30th, 2020, 10,000 ringgit sales. Okay? Or you can write down all the names of your customers and do it. Now, if you write down all the names of your customers and you put that and you erase, it doesn't happen. You did not do all the 14 exercises. Full stop. If you do, it will come through. I'm telling you today. Do wholeheartedly. Now, if you do all the 14 days exercises, still not coming through, because your karma is very, very negative, very strong. Do more Ho'oponopono. If I say do 20 times, do 20 times, three times a day. Because you need to cleanse. Ho'oponopono is the magic here. That's why I said, if any of you got testimonial, take a video and send. I'm going to send you a book. You know what's the book called? The book is called The Easiest Way to Attract Things in Life. The Easiest Way to Live, I think. Yeah, the title of the book is The Easiest Way to Live by Mabel Katz. Mabel Katz, M-A-B-E-L-K-A-T-Z, okay? Mabel Katz. If you were to send me a video, I'll give you the book, yeah? Now, the reason why I'm not giving the book to everybody, I'll tell you why. Last Sunday I did a talk, right? I mentioned to all of you, I said, if anybody wants a book called The Science of Getting Rich, please send me a WhatsApp message, I'll send you the book. 150 people watched me last week. And I said, if you watch this video, if you want the Science of Getting Rich book, WhatsApp me, I'll send you the book. I had 7 people who asked me for the book. 7 people. 7 people. Okay. Some of you already have the book, fine with that. Okay? But I will tell you something. Most of you didn't even WhatsApp me. 019-664-3989. That's my number. 019-664-3989. If you WhatsApp me for the book, I'll send you the book, Science of Getting Rich. If you send me a video testimonial, I'll send you 3 other books. 2 on Ho'oponopono, 1 more on the conscious mind. Okay. Yes, Lorenzo's, do I erase for each name 20 times? Lorenzo's, if you have many, many names, you can put all the names together, erase at the same time. 20 times. Erase. Like, so got 10 names, you can do like this. You can do like that. And then do 20 times. No problem. Okay, let's see whether there are any other questions. Yamuna. When I had hi Yamuna. Yamuna is one of my trainers. When I had a minor accident in the morning on my way back to work, I did Ho'oponopono and the whole time until I reached and I forgot the incident. Okay, you see? So don't give it negative energy. See, what I am telling, she made an accident. Sometimes you get something happens, don't give it a negative energy. Just do Ho'oponopono. And suddenly it will occur to you, just a minor accident, nobody injured, 200 ringgit only, thank God I didn't hit somebody, the kind of thing. Gopi, real testimonial using Ho'oponopono, Mr. Karthi. I healed my heartache in 3 days. I was suffering for nearly 18 months. I no longer had it. Thank you, Gobi. Thank you. So nice to hear this, Gobi, Gobi contacted me and said, I have this issue, Mr. Karthi, what do I just said, write down and do it, and he did it. He says within 3 days, the heartache that he had, the depression or the heartache he had disappeared. Gobi, please videotape and send it to me. I would love to have this video with me, So do the thanks, Gobi. Thank you so much for sharing, Prabhakaran, list 1 can contain a mix of family names. Yeah, you can. You see, if you have a 3 list of names, your family members, your colleagues, your customers put together, you want to put your hand on top, also can, no problem. But you see, listen, you are cleansing your karma. If you can put it 3 different lists, put 3 times, 20 times, 20 times, 20 times, better. But you're so lazy and you only want to do once, you cannot do 20 times. Not the lazy, sorry. You are so busy, then put all the 3 together and do it. But must do, Prabhakaran? That's what it means, For health, can we do for others? Tiaga, I just mentioned to you, Tiaga, you actually can do for others. If it's your own immediate family member, blood relation will work faster. For people who are not blood relations, it will work. I'm not saying it won't work. It will work. Like say you've got a friend in Australia who's having cancer. You can write out the friend's name and do it. It will work. But it would not be as effective as, because it's the family's karma, It's not your karma, They are sick, right? It's her karma. The person's. My suggestion, Tiaga, if you have a friend who's like that, tell them, why don't you do Ho'oponopono? You can do it for them. What will happen when you do it? The memory of that thing will disappear. But whether they will get healed or not, well, it's a question, Okay, how it helps in business. Yoga, like I mentioned to you just now, yoga. This is, I think, about the social media part. Like I already told you that. Okay, can we do Ho'oponopono extra without erasing? Yes, of course. Nora, I can do 2 things, Nora. You can either put your hand on top and do, or you can do erasing. It's up to you. I have found out from all the testimonials I got, erasing has worked better. That's all. So if you cannot, so my suggestion always is have an eraser, have a paper, write it down and do it. Now if you cannot do it, you don't have eraser, you don't have a paper, nothing, then what do? You can just put your hand on top and do. In fact, you don't even have to write it down. Sometimes you can just pick up your phone, you click, your mother-in-law and you have no problem. Click, your mother-in-law's name comes, click, the contact, you just put your hand on the phone and then do. It will cleanse your relationship with your mother-in-law. So it doesn't really mean that you have to put on a paper. Can we put names in one list, right? Yes, you can. I already told you that. We want to attract a relationship but do not have any specific. Okay, Gobinath, you have a question about if I want to attract a relationship but I don't have a specific person. Firstly, Gobinath, you need to do your affirmation first. Affirmation on day 2 exercise. I am so happy and grateful that I am attracting, and put all the description first. Okay, first thing you do, start writing that first. Then you can also do Ho'oponopono by writing down in that same attributes. You can put them in a relationship with this lady or a guy, and then you put attributes, tall, dark, handsome, or tall, dark, and dark, whatever. And then you do erasing, or put your hand on top and do, it will work. Yeah? Very powerful. But affirmation is very important, because remember, your subconscious brain has told you have to be reprogrammed. That's affirmation. Your erasing is basically to create the connection with the soul to get it done. Yeah? After this session, could you please share the link that you mentioned regarding children? Okay, Gloria, please WhatsApp me, Gloria. You need to WhatsApp me, because when you WhatsApp me, I can send you the video where I spoke about the children. Okay, please WhatsApp me, Gloria. 019-664-3989. Maybe somebody can just type in my phone number here, and then you can follow. Janita, if I have to submit my thesis by 5th June, can I do Ho'oponopono to submit it on time, as there's so much of delay? Yeah, sure. Janita, I want to tell you, my niece was having issue with her. She was doing a master's degree and she was having issues. First, she was having issues with the principal, the person in charge. She wrote the name and wrote, and suddenly the university changed the principal. That person left and somebody else came. Then what happened was, she wrote everything and put a date, and then she submitted the thing. The registrar office which took the thing, they lost her transcripts and everything, And because of that, the principal didn't get it. So so what happened was she wrote down that to all the staff of this department, and then she erased. And 2 days later, they called her up and said, "Oh, sorry, to my niece," and said, "We found it already," and they gave it to the principal, and it got approved. So you can write down and do. Now, assuming you write down the June 5th date and erase, if the universe feels your submission is not ready, you need to do more work, and your cleansing is not done, it will delay. But you must always believe in the universe. The universe knows what's best for you. Janita, if you have a boyfriend, for example, you write down an erase for the boyfriend, and he moves further away from you. The universe is telling you, Janita, better be without him, because if he's with you, you'll have more issues. Because the universe knows your future. You don't know your future. Your soul knows your future. You don't know your future. So understand this when you're doing something. The universe, trust the universe, trust the universe, trust the universe. It will know what to do with you. Okay, I'm just looking at it. Can this 14 exam be done again? Malati, at this point in time, I have no issue. I'm not planning to do again, Malati. But what you can do, Malati, and for all your friends who have not done this before, Malati, you go to my Facebook account. I started posting on 4th of May. So remember the date, Malati, 4th of May. Today is the 7th. 4th of May. 4th of May, my posting on 4th of May, where I explain all this, okay? So when you do go, now you don't have to go day by day by day by day. You can start day 1, finish, and you can start day 2, day 3. In one day, you can do 3-4 days exercises, no problem at all. But for people who have not done it, I always suggest do day by day. But now that I've done the 14 days, you can go back. So Malati, either Instagram, Karthigesu.law of attraction, Instagram, or go to Facebook and do this. Okay, Shamala, if you want to sell your car, very soon. You want to sell your car, sell your house, you write down the car, make, registration number, and write down the amount you want to sell it for, when you want to sell it, the date and the price you want to sell it, erase every day. The universe will bring the right person. Same thing, you want to sell a house, the address of the house, how much you want to sell it, when you want to sell it on a piece of paper, erase 20 times. Then the buyers will come. Sivachandran, yes, Sivachandran, you can use Ho'oponopono to forgive yourself. Write your name down and just keep doing it. Automatically, you're actually cleansing anything that you have done wrong. Okay? Forgive yourself. Yeah, you can do that. Bhavani, thank you. I've been doing Ho'oponopono for 11 years. Thank you. So Gauri, thank you, Gauri. Dr. Hewland, Ho'oponopono. Can we work on souls, and can we have material? What is this? I don't understand, Prabha. Can only no. Prabha, it will work. If you want to sell a house, you can write the address of the house. You want to buy a house, write the address of the house. You want to buy a car, right? It can work. It will work. But it works better with the soul, because there's a karmic with the soul. The soul understands what you're doing faster compared to material things, So, for example, you put out in a car and erase, then the money will start coming so you can buy a car. You can do it, no problem. Okay? Can I have a question for sports? Yeah, sure. If you for light sports, can we do Ho'oponopono? Anything, Sharvin, anything. I think Sharvin, I don't know whether you are the one who wrote to me and said you want to be a cricket player, right? You can write down, put there Sharvin, Malaysian cricket player, 2021. Erase will come through. See, if you are not becoming that, is because of karma. So when you do erasing, you're cleansing your karma. When you cleanse your karma, everything will get better. Okay, it's 10:30. I'm going to stop short. Suitable time. By the way, I want to share with you something. I'm actually launching a program. I'm finishing my 14-day program, but I'm launching a millionaire mindset program. I just want to tell you that I'm so excited. I want to create about 20 millionaires in the next 3 to 5 years. Okay, so I've done some research. I've come up with a program. In the next 3 years, I'm going to work with specifically certain people and make them into millionaires. So I'm going to, why? And when do you pay me? You don't pay me now. You can come on my program. I think to kick off, it's only 99 ringgit. Come on my program. Every week we will meet up on Zoom. I will teach you a lot of things. I'll train you on a lot of things and how to develop a business online. And in 3 years' time, when you become the millionaire, what basically I want you to do is, from the 1 million you're making, now you start making immediately. You'll make money by this month. 2-3 months you start making money, right? But at the end of the 3-year period, for sure you would have made $1 million, because my goal is to make you a millionaire. When you make that 1 million, 10% you must take aside, 5% you must give me, because that's my Guru Dachina, as you call it, for your do it to become halal. 5% is for charity. So 10% you must take away from 1 million. But anyway, you have 900,000 to keep, right? So if you're interested in that program, just stay with me. Before I finish, I'll tell you a little bit about the program. Amazing. Can you spend also can you send on the phone as well? Yeah, okay. Can we use their picture to do Ho'oponopono? Yes, Mila, Sharmila, picture is very powerful. Okay, you got anybody's picture, you take the picture and put your hand and do, it's very powerful. Must we write the name every day? No, Shakuntala, use the same paper every day. Then once go whole already because you rub so much, then rewrite the name again. I'm doing, putting my hand and doing on top of the list, erasing and achieve my goals. Yeah, can do it, Jagadish, but remember, see, some of you, you write your affirmation and put your hand on do, you write your list of things you want, you put your hand and do, all that I'm fine. But make sure you're writing your affirmation 16 times a day. See, the problem is this, some of you have to write your affirmation 16 times a day, you're lazy, you don't write the affirmation. Now what you want to do, you just put your hand and do Ho'oponopono, own work. Own work. See, now when you do Ho'oponopono, you're connecting with the soul. But your subconscious brain, remember Amran said just now, your subconscious brain is a poor mentality. You need to change that, and for that you have to write the affirmation 6 times a day. So if you write the affirmation 6 times a day, and then you also write the name list, and then put your hand and do, yeah. Both, you cannot do only one. Thanks Gauri, 019664399. Thanks Gauri. Gauri has put my number down there, so you can actually take it down. Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. Yes, Mahadevi says, can you use for students? Absolutely. You can do for lecturers, you can do for students. You will have amazing students. You put there to my class and put the name of the students, or you put that to my entire, you can do it for your company. You can put that to all the people in my company, to all the people in my department, and erase. You will find the relationship will improve. Maybe I'll tell you a true story. A girl was working in a hospital, and she was in the hospital, and she just came back from Indonesia. She's like a houseman. Yeah, houseman. But it was so bad, the situation, she tried to commit suicide twice. Her uncle found out, called me to speak to her. So I met up, spoke to her. First thing I asked is, do you like being a doctor? She said, I love being a doctor. Then I said, what's up? Then I found out the reason why she was having this issue is because the people in the department. So I said, very simple, a girl, just put down there to the Pangara hospital, to the doctor, the Paka hospital, to all the Jururawa, all the nurses in the hospital, to everybody. And then you just do erasing. Okay? Erasing. 2 months later, she called up and said, Mr. Karthi is amazing. My Pangara just took me out for breakfast. The nurses are buying for me nasi lemak every day. And the nurses are so happy. Nowadays, when I go to the hospital, the nurses are always, oh my God, thank you. Doctor, you come already. I'll be a very happy doctor. She says the relationship totally changed. Amazing, right? I'm not amazed. It is, Ho'oponopono is amazingly powerful. Do we have to write the same thing? Okay, Nora's question, gratitude list, do I write it? Now, today you're writing, I'm so happy I'm healthy. Do you want to be healthy every day? Write every day. Gratitude is every day. It could be the same thing again and again. Okay? Yes, please. Repeat the same thing and anything additional that happens. Like for example, every day you write down, I'm so happy, I've got a job, I'm so happy, I made money, I'm so happy. And suddenly today a check comes in. I'm so happy, I got extra money today. Somebody spend you makan. I'm so happy today somebody spend me makan. All that you can do. Okay, I'm almost done. It's Ho'oponopono only can be done. I'm going to, because I don't know when I'm going to do the next video, so I want to finish up all these questions. Can only be done after No. Sharon, you can start your Ho'oponopono today itself. Okay? Sharon, you can start immediately. I think Malati, you had a question just now about the 14-day program. Malati, you start from day 1, but day 12 is Ho'oponopono. You can start today. Ho'oponopono, you can start immediately. But then you go back and do all the other exercises, yeah? Because I told you the first 7 exercises is to reprogram your subconscious brain. The 7 subsequent exercises is to connect with your soul. So you can start Ho'oponopono immediately. Sharon can do that. Okay? I don't know, what is this? TK Tan put there, 4/5/2020. I'm not sure what that is. Oh yeah, okay. Write the date, pen, yeah. Write in pen, erase every day. When you erase every day, you can use the same paper again and again. Your objective is not to erase the name. Your objective is to erase the negativity between you and them. Okay? If you use pencil and erase, the name goes off. I don't want you to erase the name off. You are not supposed to erase the name off. The name is supposed to be there. You are erasing the negativity. So please write in pen. Don't put name and erase, then they go off of your life. Cannot. Customer, you put your name, erase, they go off already, no more customer. Write the names in ink. Erase in pencil, pencil eraser to erase the negativity between you and them so they come to you. Okay? If I open the picture in my phone and put my hand on, yep, it works. Must we write the name every day? Shankudala already told it, no need. Why affirmation 6 times? Okay, Stephen, why affirmation 6 times a day? All the scriptures, whether you read the Gita, the Quran, or whether you read the Bible, somewhere in the scriptures it says that anything you write every day, 15 times and more will come through in life. Anything you write every day, 15 times and more you come through in life. Okay? Like the Muslims say, when you say something 40 times, it becomes a dua. Now I'm telling you also, when you write something 16 times, it becomes a dua. So that's why. Okay? Thank you. 3 goals be related to the names that we are writing. Meenakshi, I don't understand your question. Your goals could be anything, okay? There's no names involved. You can have a car, house, whatever. So your 3 goals to be related to the names we are writing. No. Not necessary. Names are different. People you don't like, people you like, people, all that is different. Goals are different. Goals is what you want in your life. Names are people who are around you who are creating problems for you. As many times as you want, Nora. How many times to do Ho'oponopono? Anytime. Okay, we are done. Come to the end already, yeah? Can we have a title for each Ho'oponopono list? No title, Kubindra. Like I just mentioned, there's no title. You just, anything that goes around in your life, you can do Ho'oponopono. WhatsApp me. Please WhatsApp me. If you have any issues to ask, I'll tell you, yeah? So I just want to finish off by just telling you this. So I was sitting down and thinking about creating millionaires, okay? Because I feel that a lot of people, after, during the MCO, I decided to do this program and so many people have come back and given me so many feedback, right? So I decided I'm going to now create millionaires, by going on an online project. I'm working on it now. So basically the project is for about 3 to 5 years. So basically you become a millionaire within the next 3 to 5 years. You just need to pay 99 ringgit to get started on the program. You need to be with me. That means you need to listen to my every week I will do Zoom training. I'll do training, you must come. Zoom training every week means once, maybe 1 or 2 hours only. 1 or 2 hours you must be with me so I can teach you what to do, yeah? So you must go through and do whatever exercise I ask you to do. But I will guide you for the next 3 to 5 years. In fact, in 6 months, you'll make about 8,000 a month. So in 6 months' time, you'll make about 8,000 a month. It's an online shopping project, but you must be part of my team to do that, 8,000 ringgit. But in 3 years' time, you can become a millionaire. That's the whole idea. 6 months, whatever. Okay. So how do I get paid? Very simple. Like I told you, when you've made the million, 10% of the million, 5% come to me, 5% goes for charity. So I get paid once you make the money. That's what it means, yeah? Sorry. I'm only looking for 20 people to train. Only 20. Interested? Send me a WhatsApp. Immediately say you are interested in my MMP program. Millionaire Mindset Program. MMP. Millionaire Mindset. Or just put a millionaire program. WhatsApp me. I will send you a form to fill in. You fill up the form. I want to ask you some questions. I want to know you better. I want to know whether you really will work with me or not. So answer the questions. I will call and talk to each one of you who wants to be a millionaire. And then if you're okay with it, we'll start the program. Okay? So repeat, if you want the millionaire program, do that. So 2 things I want to say today. 1, if you want to be on the program, WhatsApp me. Say I want to be on the program. I'll send you a form. Fill out the form, send it to me. I'll call you. Because I only want 20 yuan. I'll personally call you and speak to you. Then I'll decide. Okay? The second part of it is, if you send me a testimonial, you send me a WhatsApp, a video testimonial about how the 14 days program has helped you. I'll send you 3 ebooks. First book is The Power of the Subconscious Mind by Dr. Joseph Murphy. Second is a book called The Easiest Way by Mabel Katz. And the third is Zero Limits by Dr. Hugh Len. Okay? If your testimony is really good, I'll send you one more book called At Zero by Joe Vitale as well. Okay? So I can do that. So with that, I just want to say thank you for being with me today. And just show that you're happy. You send a lot of love so that I know you're very happy with this program. I'm always happy to do this. This video is saved. It will be in my Facebook Live. So please go and watch it, visit it and all. And like I said, I'm not too sure whether I'm going to do another 14 days or not. So at this point in time, I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. So for those who are interested, get them to go and look at 4th May until the 14th May now and do it. Now, I have been also approached by companies that want to, market my program, and they probably want to charge. So, if I actually go through these companies and then if it's going to be charged, then I won't be able to do a free program. This is the reason. But very minimal payment must be paid in order to go through the program, like I told you about just now. Yeah. Anyway, forget about that. At the moment, the postings are all there. So just go into my Facebook and go through the posting and get a lot of people to go through that. Yeah. So with that, I just want to say thank you so much for being with me. Took 1.5 hours, and I'm so happy there are still 120 of you watching me today. And it's almost 90 minutes, almost 100 minutes of video today that has happened. So you're most welcome, all of you. Continue doing this. Send me a video, and I will send you the ebooks. Some of you just started doing today, so continue doing it, and then send me the video whenever it is. 1 month from today, you can still send me the video. Chuyin the other day told me that she closed a big case, and so take a video, send it to me if you think this has helped, and all of you, the rest of you as well, yeah? If it has helped, just send me a video. You can even take a video of without your face, just a voice, but somebody recording if you don't want to reveal yourself. But I wish you can show your face so I know who you are. Mention your name, mention your background a little bit, and talk about the program and tell which part of the 14 days helped you specifically, or whether all of it helped you. So that's all for me today. Thank you so much. God bless all of you. Love you all. I know if you've learned a lot of things from me, my humble suggestion, request is share it with people. Share it with people. Share it with people. Change lives. Talk to a lot of people. Talk to people. When you talk to a lot of people, you get more. Koham, yes, Koham. Okay lah. If those of you don't want to put a video, then voice lah. Okay. Koham just asked me a question. She's very shy to show her face. Can you do a voice testimonial? Okay, fine. Do a voice testimonial. Make sure it's clear. But I want you to introduce yourself. Like, hi, this is so and so. I work as this or whatever background I have. I've gone to Mr. Karthi's 14-day program, so that maybe the voice will also be able to help me, to understand how good this is. Okay. So thank you very much, guys. Good night. Be safe. Love you all. Yeah. Thank you. So voice can, video also can. Maybe for video I send you 4 books. So voice I send you 3 books lah. Thank you so much. Take care, everybody. Bye bye.